We all heard about this, right? Aarti Asawale, did you hear about it? There is something called as COVID that came from China, and the world was, everyone knows about it. Everyone has speculated about it. So today, as a management student, we're going to have an argument around it. We're not going to speculate. We're going to probably back it up with numbers and some kind of analysis, and which is very, very distinctly different. So, and it boils down to Vajreshwari Bhatt, have some water. You need some water. Okay. Geopolitics, trade, currency, and COVID. That's what the correlation is going to be today. Obviously, all of you would have heard about this trade war that existed and exists between US and China. So much so that yesterday, Pompeo, who came to India, went on record that if we have to stop China, India has to work very closely with US. So there has been historically this kind of a thing. But I'll just tell you this story of China. China historically has been a typical socialist country. Even today, if you go to China, you'll still find people loving their president. It's crazy. I mean, you may probably see protests in India against Modi. We are a democratic country, proper democracy, right? So you have a lot of this anti-government bodies that exist, whichever government is in power. But that doesn't happen in China. Even today, if you have a mass revolt or a mass morcha kind of a thing against the government of China, every likelihood that morcha would be crushed to an extent that they will hang or shoot their own people. I'm not joking. This is real. This is historical China. From 1978, the world has been tracking China. So in 1978, India was marginally above China. Can you believe this? I mean, you wouldn't have been born those days. Though we were also a socialist country, Nehruism was socialism, practically. Socialism, I hope everyone has understood now. Government controls everything, right? Government is the boss, right? And growth is not the priority. Profit is not a concern. Profit is not a priority. Still in 78, India was marginally above China. And days moved on, we grew at the same rates. And it was precisely 1991 that both India and China went ahead with the IMF policies. IMF is International Monetary Fund, World Bank. They followed them. India had to, get out of the crisis. India got into a crisis in 91. You know what the crisis was? You should know this. The crisis was India has been always a net importer of oil, crude oil, net importer of crude oil. And you have to pay for this import of oil in foreign exchange, foreign currency. And India reached a very precarious situation. Precarious is the only word. Precarious means difficult, very difficult situation. We just did not have enough foreign exchange to pay for the import of oil. Oil ही नहीं आएगा, petrol ही नहीं आएगा, economy टूट जाएगा. I hope you understand. फटी थी. So what do? You go to the International Monetary Fund and say, boss, bail me out, help me out, help me out. They said, okay, but you have to listen to us. So we had no choice. So we got a lot of funding from them, a few $1 billion. And few billion those days was a big amount of money. But against that, India had to open its doors, open its borders for foreigners to do business. And that is what we call it as globalization. Along with that, India also has to have a policy of liberalization. Means Indian businesses are allowed to do what business they want to do. De-licensing. Not too many licenses needed. All of you are aware of it. And that was the time Indian currency regime changed. Indian currency regime changed. Have I taught you this currency thing, regime thing? Fixed and float, little bit I taught. Hello, I remember. But I'll repeat it because there will be some people who would have joined. I'll repeat it very quickly. At that point of time in 91, you know what used to happen? India had dual exchange rate. Can you believe this? Dual exchange rate. Matlab, if you're importing, you have to pay in dollars. As the RBI says, how much rupees you should pay to buy that dollar. And if you're exporting things, you will get dollars. RBI will say, how much rupees you will get for the dollar. And they are different. They are different to an extent of 6, 7, 8, 10 rupee gap. So it was like a fixed regime, fixed currency regime controlled by Reserve Bank of India. Fixed regime. IMF said, no, you can't have fixed regime. You have to leave it to the market. Let the market decide what is your currency value against the dollar, against the yen, against the euro. Euro was not there, sorry, at that point of time. Definitely dollar, definitely yen. And suddenly, Indian currency depreciated by more than 25%. How much? More than 25%. But that was fine, because that gave an advantage to the exporters. India suddenly had some exporters. उसके पहले क्या था पता? 91 के पहले इंपोर्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन था. इंपोर्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन का मतलब है एक्सपोर्ट करो ना करो मतलब नहीं बनता है, इंपोर्ट कम करो. 91 के लिबरलाइजेशन ग्लोबलाइजेशन का सबसे बड़ा इंपैक्ट है कि एक्सपोर्ट करो और इंपोर्ट भी करो. एंड एक्सचेंज रेट इज डिसाइडेड बाय द मार्केट, डिमांड एंड सप्लाई ऑफ करेंसी. I hope everyone understands this much. इतना समझ में आ रहा सबको? Everyone, right? Let me see other faces. If you have any doubts still here, then you should ask, because this is real language of management. And it is not for any specialization. This is general management. This is purely general management. Yeah, purely general management.
I want to make you ask.
Come. Okay. Now, this process, please understand, Neha Patel, yeah. Please understand, Nikita Bandekar, Rishabh Yadav, this process, खून में जाना है ये, this process wherein currency value is decided by the market forces of demand and supply is known as, पढ़ाया था मैंने, what is it called as? Currency value decided by market forces of demand and supply. Flotation, Harsh Ajit, very good. Flotation, खून में जाओ सबके, साची टाटे, शुभम नाइक, फ्लेक्सिबल एक्सचेंज रेट नहीं होता है, इट इज कॉल्ड एज फ्लोटेशन. फ्लोटेशन, खून में जाना है. मार्केट फोर्सेस डिसाइडिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ करेंसी इज नोन एज फ्लोटेशन. एक कंसेप्ट आपको पता चल गया. Not only that, IMF said you should allow people to convert your currency for current account transactions. Riddhi Dhotre, what do you mean by this statement? Here, you should allow the conversion of currency for current account transactions. In simple words, current account transactions are those, no balance, no BOP. Harshajit, no. BOP is very different and current account transactions are very different. And I'm not going to take you to BOP today. I'm going to link Corona to currency. Corona to currency is what we are linking. Please understand. So पहले currency समझना है. Corona बहुत बात कर लिया हमने. आया ना. दूसरा चाइना समझना है. चाइना का हिस्ट्री 78 से लेके अब तक का चाइना का जियोपॉलिटिकल ग्रोथ और जियोपॉलिटिक्स ऑफ चाइना समझना है और फिर लिंक करना है. दैट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. तो पहला चीज जो समझना है, करेंसी समझना है. फ्लोटेशन सबको समझा? आई होप एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड फ्लोटेशन. देयर इज नो रीजन व्हाई वन शुड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड फ्लोटेशन. करेक्ट. द सेकंड कंसेप्ट इज allowed currency can be converted for current account transactions. In simple words, you know what a current account transaction simple होता है, जिसका repercussion is for the year or within the year. Simplest. कॉमर्स हो साइंस हो डजंट मैटर. कॉमर्स वाला पढ़ा हुआ भूल जाओ, तुम सब आधा पढ़ के आए. बहुत पढ़ा इन्होंने करंट अकाउंट, लेकिन उनको समझता नहीं है, बिकॉज उन्होंने बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ा है लेकिन आधा पढ़ा है. ज्यादा और आधा का कॉम्बिनेशन है वो. तो एक ही लाइन है मैनेजमेंट के लिए, एक ही लाइन है मैनेजमेंट लेसन के, एक ही लाइन है. क्या लाइन है? दैट ट्रांजैक्शन दैट इज वन टाइम इन नेचर और it has got an impact within the year or for the year, 12 महीना, within the financial year समझता है 1st April to 31st March, 1st April to 31st, उसी टाइम में. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक्सपोर्ट कर लिया कुछ भी हमने, वी आर अलाउड टू एक्सपोर्ट, नो? You want to export this handkerchief, you can export if you get a buyer, and you will get that payment in less than 6 months or 6 months. 6 months का क्रेडिट से ज्यादा नहीं है. 6 months कितना हो गया? विद इन द ईयर हो गया, आया ना? 180 दिन ना, विद इन द ईयर हो गया. हाँ, you go on a foreign travel, somebody would have gone on a foreign travel, and in your life after you have done your MBA you will travel the world, guarantee है मेरा, guarantee है. You all will travel the world. So when you travel the world for holiday, suppose, you know, Nihal Patel wants to visit Thailand. He has all that, you know, aspiration in his mind. He wants to go to Thailand. He cannot stay more than 180 days over there. In fact, Thailand will give only 1 month visa. अब वो जहां जा रहा है तो he has to convert Indian currency into Thai baht. आया ना? थाईलैंड में वो इंडियन करेंसी का वापर नहीं सकता है ना. मतलब वो शो के लिए गया, कुछ ऐसा, कुछ मस्ती करने गया, मसाज के लिए गया, वो उसको थाई बात ही देना है. ही इज अलाउड टू कन्वर्ट दैट. लिमिट है उसके ऊपर, बट ही इज अलाउड. 1 महीने का है, 1 टाइम है, हॉलीडे है, करंट अकाउंट ट्रांजैक्शन. क्लियर है? आया ना? करंट. बट फॉर कैपिटल अकाउंट क्या होता है? Capital account, any transaction that has repercussion beyond 1 year. सिंपल है ना? इतना इजी कोई समझाएगा नहीं है. करंट इज फॉर द ईयर, विद इन द ईयर 1 टाइम. कैपिटल इज बियॉन्ड 1 ईयर. फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, एक शब्द सुना होगा आपने, मैंने पढ़ाया था GFC में, FDI. याद है? काजल यादव. फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट. इन्वेस्टमेंट का टेन्योर क्या होता है पता है आपको? व्हाट इज द टेन्योर ऑफ एनी इन्वेस्टमेंट? FDI का इतना टेन्योर होगा. कम ऑन. टेन्योर इज इंफिनिटी, ऑलवेज इंफिनिटी. इंफिनिटी मतलब, ओके, ऋषभ वर्मा, आई सेड लॉन्ग टर्म इज नॉट अ राइट वर्ड. इंफिनिटी. Investment definition is its time frame is always infinity. Beyond 1 year हो गया ना? Infinity is beyond 1 year, obviously. है ना? Foreign institutional investment, FII. Investment है. Investment definition, it depends on investor, absolutely right. But management definition of investment is infinite time frame. खून में जाना चाहिए. इनफाइनाइट टाइम फ्रेम होता है किसी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट का. फिर जो इन्वेस्ट करता है वो सोचेगा कि मैं 5 साल के बाद निकालूं कि 10 साल के बाद निकालूं. वो उसका प्रेरोगेटिव है, वो उसका कॉल है. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. बट यू कैन नॉट विड्रॉ इट विद इन 1 ईयर. नॉट अलाउड. नो इन्वेस्टमेंट इज डिफाइंड टू बी विड्रॉन विद इन 1 ईयर. मतलब एक अमेरिकन इन्वेस्टर आया, फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूशन, FII, PE फंड और एनी फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूशनल फंड, FIP बोलते हैं आजकल, FPI बोलते हैं इसको, फॉरेन पोर्टफोलियो इन्वेस्टर. वो आया, he brings in $1 million in India. He cannot take back that $1 million in 1 year. Do you understand? He cannot. He's not allowed. Which means capital account transactions pay convertibility was not allowed and is still not allowed. Matlab, if today Aarti Asawale says, I want to invest in Europe, I have $100 million. ऐसा blind sanction नहीं है उसको, because it is beyond 1 year ना. समझ रहा है नहीं समझ रहा है? आने के लिए अलाउड है. पैसा बाहर से इंडिया में आने के लिए कैपिटल अकाउंट ट्रांजैक्शन है ना, FDI, FII, लोन अलाउड है. देने के लिए और वहां जाने के लिए अलाउड नहीं है. So on capital account, Indian currency is not fully convertible. ये समझा क्या सबको? So how do you define India's currency regime even today? मैं 91 के बाद की बात कर रहा हूं. 91 से लेके आज तक, 91 से लेके आज तक, 91 तक इंडिया का करेंसी रेजिम क्या था? फिक्स रेजिम था. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. फिक्स रेजिम था. 91 में उसको फ्लेक्सिबल बनाया, which we call it as floating, flotation. Currency became fully floated and convertible on current account and partially convertible on capital account. ये समझा नहीं समझा? ये टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज लगता है लेकिन नहीं है. आज भी today also India follows the same regime. So if somebody questions you what is India's currency regime today, you all should be able to define it, saying fully floated and partially convertible. Convertible fully on current account, partially convertible on capital account. लिखो, ये किताब में नहीं मिलेगा किधर भी, और गूगल करने जाओगे तो कंफ्यूज होके जंप मारोगे. The difference between convertibility and flotation समझना जरूरी है. Flotation क्या मतलब है? Currency value determined by the market forces. I will repeat again. Yeah, no problem. Lisha, where are you? I'm not seeing you. I'm not able to see you. Wait, I'll track you. Again, I repeat. Flotation means currency value determined by the market forces. ये clear? Demand supply. अगर डिमांड डॉलर का ज्यादा है, डॉलर अप्रिशिएट करेगा. डिमांड अगर पैसे रुपया का ज्यादा है, इंडियन रुपी अप्रिशिएट करेगा. लॉजिक क्या है? इफ यू आर गोना एक्सपोर्ट मोर, यू विल गेट मोर डॉलर्स. डॉलर बेचना है, डॉलर बेच के इंडियन करेंसी खरीदना है. डिमांड फॉर इंडियन करेंसी गोज अप, करेंसी अप्रिशिएट्स. इन सिंपल वर्ड्स, व्हेन एक्सपोर्ट्स हैपन, करेंसी अप्रिशिएट. When more exports, currency appreciates. I hope you understand this much. If more imports, currency depreciates. In other words, more inflow of foreign exchange appreciates your currency. More outflow of foreign exchange depreciates your currency. Clear? When this appreciation, okay, I will repeat again. Okay, it's becoming tough, I think, for people. Inflow of flotation. I hope everyone has understood flotation. Currency value determined by market forces. Market forces matlab kya? What do you mean by that? Demand for dollar, demand for rupee. Demand and supply are market forces. So when inflow of foreign exchange is more than outflow, it means demand for Indian currency is more, Indian currency will appreciate. So more inflow of foreign exchange, currency appreciates. More outflow of foreign exchange, currency depreciates. Gaurav Haria, Ayesha Shetty, Lisha, this much clear? More inflow of foreign exchange, currency appreciates. More outflow of foreign exchange, currency depreciates. I hope you understand. This much clear? Whenever appreciation, depreciation is the wording used, it means it is flotation. तो flotation के साथ क्या होता है? Appreciation, depreciation. एवरी मिनट, एवरी सेकंड ऊपर नीचे होता है. डॉलर वर्सेस रुपी देखो, जाके गूगल करो, टुक 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 मार्केट चलेगा. ऊपर नीचे चलते रहेगा, कभी ऊपर भी जाएगा. I hope you understand this. So flotation is connected and flotation is responsible for appreciation or depreciation of currency. Flotation. What is convertibility? Convertibility is the right to convert your currency into foreign exchange for current account transactions, for capital account transactions. Indian currency fully allowed, fully convertible on current account. Matlab for anything that is less than 1 year, one time impact is there less than 1 year for the year, it is allowed. That conversion is allowed. So you can, Tanuj Shinde can convert $10,000 or convert whatever Indian currency to buy $10,000 if he wants to go abroad. No problem. Allowed. But if Tanuj Shinde says, I want to buy a property is investment. Investment is tenure of infinity. Anywhere abroad, not allowed. So currency regime, this is called as currency regime of India. I'm explaining you India before I explain China. India समझेगा करके India पहले पढ़ा रहा हूँ. Concept मैं India से पढ़ा रहा हूँ. फिर मैं चाइना का करेंसी रेजिम डिफाइन करने वाला हूं. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. सो हाउ डू यू डिफाइन Kajal Yadav, how do you define? Saloni Parekh, Nikhil Borje here, Anuj Chaudhary. How do you define? Come on, let me check. Let me check. Anusha Narkar, Rishabh Verma. Yes, Lisa Fernandez, I've tracked you. Okay. Ishani Chauhan, Aditya Bellare. Come on. How do you define India's currency regime? It is fully floated and partially convertible. Bracket mein. Then how other people buy louder? Rubipal, wait. I will answer all these questions once I'm done with the concept. I hope you understand. Yeah? Fully floated, partially convertible. When I say partially convertible, fully convertible on current account, partially convertible on capital account. Clear? Now, okay. Rubipal, slowly but steadily, people are allowed to buy land outside, but the amount of money that you can invest is still restricted. Ruby, you understand what I'm saying? For example, Tatas, you know Tatas? Tata Motors? Tata Motors, everyone knows now. They had a buyout. Which company did they buy from UK? कौन सी गाड़ी है? गाड़ी कौन सी थी जो हम लोग बात करते हैं? Jaguar, perfect. Jaguar is not Indian brand. Indian company नहीं थी. टाटा ने बाय किया उसको. आप बोलोगे how can it invest? बराबर क्वेश्चन है. Because it's an investment in UK by Tatas. Tatas generate a lot of foreign exchange. TCS, you know TCS? Tata Motors itself exports a lot of cars. So if you're earning foreign exchange, whatever earning foreign exchange you are doing, that much you can invest. अगर आप earn कर रहे हो, आप invest कर सकते हो. I hope you understand now. So that is wholly, but it is not fully allowed now. For example, a company which doesn't export cannot buy a company abroad. Company which doesn't export cannot buy a company abroad. Company which is into exports can do investments outside. We Indians today are allowed up to $50,000 investment. So if Lisa Fernandez wants to buy shares in Singapore, she can do it. Worth $50,000. So she can, what she has to do? She has to convert Indian currency into Singapore dollars up to 50,000 USD and invest in the Singapore market. That is allowed. But still regime is fully floated, partially convertible. I hope that is clear now. China on other hand now. Now see this China. Beautiful China. 78 tak. India here, China here. India here, China here. 91 mein, more or less same. China also had to go ahead with some currency changes. Currency regime change. You know what? What was the currency regime of China? And it still exists today. It is fixed regime. It is fixed regime, 91. Fixed regime and fully convertible. ILA. But convertible on capital account also. Fully convertible on capital account means what? आपने पैसा अंदर लाया, आप कभी भी बाहर लेके जा सकते हो. Come on, understand the difference. Understand the difference. This is most vital. 1991 mein India and China were the same. Same level of GDP more or less. Currency regime was changed. Indian currency regime moved from fixed to floating and partially convertible on capital account. China on other hand, fixed regime and fully convertible. Now what happens? Just think, just understand, use your brains. You are an American, you are an Australian, you are a European, you are a Korean, you are a Japanese, especially Japan, very close to China, borders. Come on, yeah. Korea, South Korea, very close to China. South Korea, Japan, Obviously US, obviously Europe. You're sitting there. You're break. Loaded. Money is there with you. You want to invest. Where will you go? Where will you go? Will you go to India or will you go to China? You obviously will choose China. Come on, guys. Do you understand the underlying reason of China's growth? Come on. I hope everyone gets this. Automatically, China started to have tremendous amount of foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment. India also started to have. But the size of China, investment in China was not twice, was not 4 times, was not 5 times. It was probably 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times. Ayla. That currency regime that China created in a socialist environment ensured that they had more FDI and FII. Now what did they do? Just understand. China's currency is known as yuan. Is yuan. I hope you understand. Yuan. Renminbi bhi bolte the pehle. Renminbi. Chinese renminbi and all that. Whichever, we don't care. We call it a China currency. That is clear? अपने को आज चाइना जाना नहीं है, चाइना से कुछ करना नहीं है, तो आज हमको बोले चाइना का करेंसी. Simple. So people don't get confused. That's the reason. Chinese currency. रोशनी मस्कर, सोच इतना ज्यादा इनफ्लो आ गया ना चाइना में, फॉरेन एक्सचेंज आ गया. अगर फुल्ली फ्लोटेड होता चाइना का करेंसी, तो चाइना का करेंसी क्या होता? एप्रिशिएट करता है, डेप्रिशिएट करता? कमान यार, इतना समय में कितना समझाऊं? कोई तो बोलो. अगर बहुत ज्यादा फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अंदर आता है तो करेंसी क्या होता है? एप्रिशिएट होता है ना. कम ऑन यार, हाँ या ना? एप्रिशिएट का मतलब देखिए, $1 इज इक्विवेलेंट टू 7 युआन्स. $1 इज इक्विवेलेंट टू 7 युआन्स. मैं 91-92 की बात कर रहा हूं. 7 युआन्स. अगर इतना फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अंदर आ गया, 7 का 6 का 5 का 4 होना चाहिए ना. ये समझता है नहीं समझता है? $1 के लिए 7 युआन दे रहे हो. अब बहुत फॉरेन एक्सचेंज आ गया, युआन का वैल्यू बढ़ना है, एप्रिशिएट हो रहा है. इसका मतलब है गणेश सावंत बताएगा, मुंडी हिलाओ, रेहाब खान मुंडी हिलाओ. इतना फॉरेन एक्सचेंज अंदर आ गया तो चाइना का करेंसी 7 युआन वर्सेस डॉलर से 6 युआन वर्सेस डॉलर होना है या 5 युआन वर्सेस डॉलर होना है. कम ऑन यार. लेकिन चाइना का रेजिम क्या है? चाइना का रेजिम है फिक्स्ड. मतलब पीपल्स बैंक ऑफ चाइना, उनका जो रिजर्व बैंक है, उनका जो सेंट्रल बैंक है, उसको बोलते हैं पीपल्स बैंक ऑफ चाइना. पीपल्स बैंक ऑफ चाइना ने क्या किया? 7 युआन का 7 युआन ही रखा. अब उससे क्या होता है? अभी लो, मैं वापिस में जापानीज हूं, वापिस में अमेरिकन हूं. अरे मैंने इतना पैसा अंदर डाला है, मुझे वापिस लाने की जरूरत नहीं है, आज लाने की जरूरत नहीं है, बहुत डाला है. अब मेरे पास और पैसा है और बहुत सारे लोग हैं. वो देखते हैं, अरे क्या है यार, मैं जब भी $1 लाख अगर चाइना में ले जाता हूं, 7 लाख युआन मिल रहे हैं. वहां पे 7 लाख युआन मिल रहे हैं ना अंदर आने के बाद. अगर फ्लोटेड होता और करेंसी एप्रिशिएट होता तो शायद मुझे 5 लाख युआन ही मिलते. ये हेलो, दिखता ही नहीं दिखता है. This propel more investment. Understand the China growth story. But समझ में आ रहा है? इंडिया का और चाइना का फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व्स मोर और लेस सेम था रे. जीडीपी मोर और लेस सेम 91 में. आज कम से कम 25-30 गुना होगा उसका फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व. उसके बाद उतना डॉलर है. वो डॉलर ही वापस अमेरिका में इन्वेस्ट करता है. वो डॉलर करेगा क्या? वो डॉलर वो अमेरिका में इन्वेस्ट करता है, अमेरिकन कंपनीज में। आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ दिस मॉडल इज वर्किंग फॉर चाइना, राइट? आई हैव सिंप्लीफाइड इट. I have avoided using technical terms, but you have understood one concept, that China's regime fixed and fully convertible. Because of this fixed regime, more investment came in. What is China doing? What was China doing during those days for a long time? It was undervaluing its currency ना. Fixed regime में वो पकड़ के रखा है 7 युआन. Appreciated value नहीं दे रहा है ना, 6 युआन, 5 युआन, 4 युआन नहीं होने दे रहा है. मतलब उसका वैल्यू वो पकड़ के रखा है, पकड़ के अंडर वैल्यूड रख रहा है ना. अंडर वैल्यूड समझ रहा है क्या? निकिता बांदेकर, ये समझना है, ये खून में जाना है. बिकॉज तुम किताब से पढ़ने जाएगा, नहीं समझेगा. ये रिकॉर्डिंग जो है ना 10 बार देखना इस वीडियो का, ये आपके लिए है. Because you will, in the next 1 or 2 or 4 weeks, you will all get split into different batches. I hope you understand. And I can't come to every batch to teach the same concept again. Not possible. Please understand. In China ने किया क्या है? क्या किया था? पकड़ के रखा करेंसी, अंडर वैल्यूड रखा. साला अप्रिशिएट होना ही नहीं दिया, because regime fixed है. And what did China do with this investment that came in? So much money coming in, right? China, anyways, you know, is a labor country. इतना population है, सबसे populous country in the world है. Officially, unofficially शायद इंडिया हो सकता है. Unofficially शायद इंडिया हो सकता है. Population terms में. I hope everyone है here. प्रज्ञा आचार्य here. Right? पूजा जैन. Population वाइज सबसे नंबर 1 है. लेबर बहुत इजीली अवेलेबल है. लैंड बहुत है, लेबर बहुत है. कम ऑन. कैपिटल तीसरा फैक्टर होता है ना, फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन पढ़ा है, एकदम मारेगा, इसलिए वो लिंक आता है. मेरे सब लेक्चर का लिंक लगेगा आपको. लैंड भी बहुत है, सस्ता. लेबर भी बहुत है, सस्ता. इन्वेस्टमेंट बहुत है, और कितना आगे. कैपिटल एक ही बचा. कम ऑन. कैपिटल सस्ता कैसे करेंगे आप? इंटरेस्ट रेट बहुत कम है. हला, समझ में आ रहा है क्या? चाइना ने किया क्या? चाइना ग्रोथ स्टोरी समझो. स्टार्ट्स विथ रेजिम ऑफ करेंसी, इनफाइनाइट इन्वेस्टमेंट कमिंग इन, लैंड प्लेंटी ऑफ लेबर. इंटरेस्ट रेट घटाओ. कैपिटल भी सस्ता. इन्वेस्टमेंट बहुत, लेबर सस्ता, भरी भक्कम इन्वेस्टमेंट, इंटरेस्ट रेट कम, मतलब कैपिटल सस्ता. ऑटोमेटिकली उसका कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन बहुत कम होगा कि नहीं होगा? ऑटोमेटिकली वो इजीली एक्सपोर्ट कर पाएगा, नहीं कर पाएगा? कम ऑन. एवरीथिंग इज मेड इन चाइना ना. लास्ट 30 इयर्स नहीं देखा है क्या? मेड इन चाइना. अभी दिवाली आ गया है, मैं लिख के देता है. हम कितना भी एंटी चाइना बात करेगा ना, वो बत्ती मिलता है ना, वो ऐसा चमकने वाले लाइट, वो मिलेंगे 20 रुपए में, सब लेने वाले हैं. हमारा इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट होगा उसका 70 रुपया, वो बेचता है 20 रुपए में. क्या बोलने के लिए अच्छा है ना. तेजल खड़के 100% में बोलता हूं, वो दिया लेके आएगी, वो ऐसा जलता है अपने आप, 2 रुपए में मिलेगा. साला हमारा पंटी जो होता है, वो साला 5 रुपए में मिलता है. पंटी होता है ना, सबको पता है. साला पंटी के दाम पे वो इलेक्ट्रिक दिया देता है. क्या है ये? है दैट इज द रीजन. नाउ प्लीज पे अटेंशन अगेन. करेंसी समझा है या ना? करेंसी का एंड समझा. एंड क्या था? करेंसी रेजिम चाइना का एंड क्या था? करेंसी इज अंडर वैल्यूड. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. दिख रहा है? ये समझाना सबको. करेंसी अंडर वैल्यू पकड़ के रखा है. अब आ गया ट्रम्प को ये दिखा, तुम्हारे प्रोफेसर को दिखा, तुम्हारे सीईओ को दिखा, तो ट्रम्प को भी दिखा. ये आज नहीं दिखा तुम्हारे सीईओ को, 2005 में दिखा था। गौरव सावंत, पीडीएफ फ्रॉम द बुक हैज टू बी गिवन। मेरी किताब में 2005 की किताब में लिखा था मैंने, हाउ इंडिया स्कोर्स ओवर चाइना, बिकॉज इंडियन करेंसी वॉज फ्लोटेड, चाइना वॉज फिक्स्ड, China was fixed, undervalued. And in a free market globally, you can't have something fixed. You will have to make it flexible. Come on. आज नहीं तो कल. आज नहीं तो कल. Logically, आप दिमाग लड़ाइए. अगर इस करेंसी को हमने फिक्स्ड रेजिम से फ्लोटिंग बना दिया चाइनीज वालों ने, उसका रियल वैल्यू आ जाएगा. अंडर वैल्यू टू रियल वैल्यू ना आया ना, वो 3, 4, 5 में आ जाएगा, आया ना, 3, 4, 5 में आ जाएगा. फॉरेनर जो मैं था पहले, आप थे पहले, जापानीज, कोरियंस, अमेरिकन, यूरोपियंस, भर भर के डॉलर डाले अंदर. जब आया था अंदर, मुझे 7 युआन मिले $1 के पीछे. कम ऑन, मुझे 7 युआन मिले $1 के पीछे. अगर चाइना की करेंसी अंडर वैल्यू टू रियल वैल्यू हो जाती है 4 युआन्स पर डॉलर, 3.5, मुझे 3.5 युआन में वही $1 मिलेगा. अल्लाह, मैं मेरा पैसा वापिस लेके जाएगा. $1 मिलियन जब अंदर लाया, 7 मिलियन युआन्स मिले. जब उसका वैल्यू 3.5 युआन पर डॉलर हो जाता है रियल वैल्यू, मुझे 3.5 मिलियन पे $1 मिलियन मिलेंगे. 7 मिलियन युआन, मैं आधा लेके जाऊं ना, मेरा पैसा भी वापिस, मेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट भी यहां पे साबुत. समझ रहे हो नहीं समझ रहे हो? समझ रहे हो नहीं समझ रहे हो? ये हाँ, ये किताब में है मेरी, 2005 जो पब्लिश हुई है. आई हैव सोल्ड 50,000 कॉपीज बाय द वे. अब ले लेना, इसका कॉपी नहीं मैं दूंगा मैं अभी, बिकॉज इट्स गेटिंग रीप्रिंटेड एंड आई विल बी गिविंग इट टू यू बिगिनिंग ऑफ योर सेकंड सेमेस्टर. But I'll give you that PDF में that chapter will be given to you as a case study. I hope you understood this. One day, someday, the Chinese currency had to be left open. मतलब fixed to free, real value. Let it appreciate. What will happen? Lot of investment will go back. Lot of investment will go back from China. Back. लेके जाएगा पैसा. Now Chinese growth, export हो रहा है. And then comes Trump. Trump आया. Trump के पहले कौन था? Obama. आना, hey, hello. Obama realized it, but he was a guy who believed in free business, free enterprise. Trump on other hand, हम उसको गाली देते हैं, हम उसको stupid समझते हैं, पागल समझते हैं. कम ऑन, ट्रम्प को बहुत सारे लोग पागल समझते हैं, कुछ भी बोल देता है. कम ऑन, कभी कभी हमें दिखता है कभी कभी कुछ भी बोल देता है वो. लेकिन he understood this entire game that was going on and he said, America comes first, for Americans first. I will ban Chinese imports. साले करेंसी फिक्स रखते हैं, एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं, मेरे कंट्री में अपना प्रोडक्ट बेचते हैं. मेरी कंपनियों का क्या, मेरे सिटीजन्स का क्या? अमेरिका फर्स्ट, अमेरिकन फर्स्ट. कम ऑन, दैट किक स्टार्टेड द ट्रेड वॉर बिटवीन यूएस एंड चाइना. China banned a few imports from US. America went berserk on banning and levying taxes on the imports from China. Berserk. Then comes Corona. Come on, guys. Then comes Corona. Now you correlate as a management and student and say, I have a strong reason that this is man-made. But you're justifying it. You're arguing it with facts. You're just not saying it. You're just not speculating about it. You know what are you doing? Then comes Corona. What happens? Lockdown. It comes first in China and gets out of China. Come on. It comes first in China and gets out of China. The trade war was happening at its peak. Suddenly production has stopped there. Chinese production is happening. China will still export. And that is the time now for the Chinese to let its currency appreciate, go towards free value, real value, because वो जानते हैं इस माहौल में कोई भी अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट निकाल के कहीं और ले नहीं जाएगा, because वहां कुछ करने लायक है नहीं. Please study what happened to Chinese currency in the last month or two. They have allowed it to appreciate. Good enough reason to come out of that currency trap that created for themselves. They had to do something which will put the world in a lockdown so that they can continue and release their currency from a fixed regime. From a fixed regime, yeah, Nikhil Ahuja, you are definitely right. From a fixed regime to slowly towards floating regime, allowing the currency to appreciate. मैंने 2005 में लिखा था, जिस दिन वो अलाउ करेंगे उस दिन फ्लाइट ऑफ कैपिटल होगा, मतलब इन्वेस्टमेंट बाहर चला जाएगा, बहुत चला जाएगा. अब नहीं होगा, अब नहीं होगा. I got it wrong because I didn't predict COVID as a solution for this. Fuck. I'm not joking. मैंने पूरा रिसर्च किया है. ऐसा किताब आप नहीं लिखते ऐसी. I hope you understand, right? So there is infinite research on China that has gone in from 78 to 2005, and then that article has been featured. But then you can relate it with COVID, and that is going to be a part of my new publication in the same story. Chinese currency fixed, allowing it to now appreciate, ensuring that there is no flight of capital, and they still keep on operating their exports. China has grown, by the way. Are you aware of it? China is one of only those countries that size has grown. And everyone is contracting. The UK has contracted 23% and it is again getting into a lockdown. Are you aware of it? UK is getting again into a lockdown. America reported 83,000 patients few days back. Almost double of India now. Almost double of India now. You can seriously correlate the Chinese currency regime, the Chinese success story, the Chinese export story, the trade war, and then COVID as a solution for the problem of the Chinese currency. Hey, wow. Doesn't it find don't you feel it very exciting to understand this? Come on, yeah. Fuck, if you don't, then there's nothing that you can feel. This is real. This is not a story cooked by me. This is, to my mind, quite visible now. I didn't say this when we started. When we started, I never said we will speculate that China has did it. I always said, as a management student, we will stick with facts and figures. But the point came in the last month or so that China allowed its currency to appreciate. Currency has appreciated. Yuan has appreciated vis-a-vis the dollar. The true value is falling in place. There will not be flight of capital from China back to US or back to Europe or back to Japan or back to South Korea. Easily proves that there is something to this exercise. It's all business, guys. Please understand, business. World over, you would have seen no wars. But हमने पढ़ा ना World War I, World War II. Objective was always business, control, business, at the cost of human life. Physical war. Today, yes, it looks like it is a tool used to improve their economy and get their parameter in place. You remember 5 parameters of significance? Come on, everyone. GDP, interest rate, exchange rate, money supply, inflation. Their currency was in a shit of bother. Because if the trade war had continued, and if they had forced to, open their currency would have appreciated and there would have been a flight of capital. The growth would have stopped. I think COVID looks to be a brilliant solution from China's point of view to get the world under a lockdown and get out of the future mess that they would have got into on account of their currency. I think this is for the day. You can ask me questions now. But I want you to start thinking. You should relate. You should think. Come on, hey, hello. नहीं तो ऐसा story नहीं है ये real है, ये business है, इसके लिए आए हो. मैं कुछ हवा में नहीं बोल रहा हूं. I have been invited now by ISB, but I'm not going there because I don't have time for this session. Correlation. Point that I'm trying to tell you is अभी जो मैंने पढ़ा है, back it up with that note that you will get. You will get that chapter. You know how India scores over China. So that will give you a complete historical perspective. समझ रहे हो? मैंने explain किया है. Watch the video again. I think things should fall in place for all of you. Should fall in place for all of you. And if you understand this, then your argument with anyone that China is responsible for this is proven true. Okay. Yeah. Shraddha Mane, people will invest. It's all business. Please understand. You know, it's very nice for a politician to sound very loud, saying, you know, let's have alternative. Let's have an alternate. Somebody said that. Okay, looking for alternative of China. Yeah. See, everyone wants to now de-align with China. Please understand, Anushka. You're right. Anushka Vasisht. Shraddha Mane. They will, you know what may happen? China may start exporting labor. I'm not joking. You may say, what are you saying? Yes, I'm telling you facts. If today they're exporting products, tomorrow you will find China exporting labor because other countries will not have that kind of labor that cheap. Why is China able to export? Because we are not able to produce the same product at the same cost. No. Same logic, America will have Chinese laborers. Because American wages will be much higher. Americans expect more higher wages than the Chinese. So if plant is shifted from China to US, no problem. Labor will get shifted from China to US. Think. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is real business. ये लॉल नहीं है ऋषभ वर्मा, ये रियल है. ये लॉल नहीं है. ये मैं इसको लॉल बना रहा हूं. उससे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है. इमेजिन करिए, मैं कंपनी चला रहा हूं अमेरिका में. कम ऑन यार, यू कम ऑन. ऋषभ यादव इज रनिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन अमेरिका. नो प्रॉब्लम, ब्रिलियंट. मुझे लेबर चाहिए ना, मैं तो चाइनीज लेबर ले लू ना. कम ऑन, सस्ते में मिल रहा है मेरे को. मैं ट्रम्प की जब नहीं सुनने वाला हूं. इंडिया में मैं मोदी की नहीं सुनने वाला हूं. मैं बिजनेस करने निकला हूं यार. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So, point that I'm trying to tell you is the correlation has to be thought through, understood. You know, it's just not one COVID as a trade war. It's got to do with the currency. The underlying thing is the currency. What I'm trying to show it to you is the underlying reason for China's growth. What's currency? Samjhe nahi samjhe? Fixed regime. High FDI, high FI, a lot of money is coming in. Great foreign exchange reserves. Then all factors of production cheap. Then producing at least cost, exporting it to the world. Growth story of China. The concern was always the currency regime. Something had to be done so that the currency could have been allowed to appreciate and still there is no flight of capital. And that was only possible with this kind of a solution called as COVID. COVID was a solution for China to probably avoid the mess that they would have got into on account of currency thing. You one of the factors, absolutely. You are absolutely right. Shubham Ratstogi, you're right. Absolutely, because Philippines, Chinese, Malaysians, Taiwanese, Indians, you get cheap labor. Obviously backed by Lankans and the Bangladeshis and the Pakistanis also. But Pakistani and Bangladeshi labor is not that skilled. Skilled labor you get, it starts with Philippines. So Filipinos, they call it Filipinos, Taiwanese, Indians, Chinese, Malaysians, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, Bangladeshis. So obviously they had to restrict. I hope you understand, they had to restrict. And it's right, America comes first for the eyes of Trump, it is right. It is not good for us, obviously. But you look at from Trump's point of view, that was his election manifesto. That was his election manifesto. America first, Americans first, and he has proven that. Maybe with some maverick steps, which people thought he's a tired fool and all that. People have given him all kinds of galleys and stuff like that. But it's all business at the end of the day. And that is what you're here to study. That is my job to train you on. I hope you understand. So I think, hope everyone has understood the chapter. Okay.